At the recent Australian Water Polo League finals, two-time Olympian Holly Young helped Fremantle to a silver medal. Holly's journey is all about determination, resilience, and rediscovering her love of the sport, as I found out chatting to the 36-year-old mum of two.
4 games in 4 days. You must be so proud of the girls to just be able to get this far and just this season in general.
Yeah, it was really different. So, to be honest, I didn't know if I'd ever play water polo again 2 years ago. And then Glencora, who was my teammate for 2012 and 2016, she called me up and was like, "Oh, do you want to play for Freo?" And I was like, "Oh, Freo, I'm from Sydney. How is this going to work? I haven't really trained or played or done anything like that." But I just saw the team and I knew that was a group of girls I really wanted to play with, and it made me really excited to be able to play again and find that passion of the sport and be able to get in the water. And they're the games you live for, you know, those grand finals. The pressure wasn't on us. That was the whole, basically, you know, Australian national team that we were playing up against. And so to hold and keep it up at such a short goal difference is actually really awesome. And those 4 games were really hard. We were all really, really tired, but we still fought until the very end. So I'm really proud.
It's pretty incredible, story to come back. And you're from Sydney. I think from what I understand, have you actually not been living with the girls and training with them, but what's that kind of been like?
So when I got asked, I'm from Manly, so I'm from the Northern Beaches, and so I called up the Northern Beaches, who've always been an amazing support for me in my water polo career. It's where I started my career, and I've always kind of gone in and out of being able to go and train with them. And so I reached out to one of the guys and I went and trained with the under 18s and under 16 boys Manly team, and then I started being involved with the Aussie Stingers again. So that's basically how I got my fitness and everything back. And so I've been playing with them as much as I can, but really training with the national team. And I've just really, the coach is amazing, Arrow or Peter, he's amazing. He has so much trust in me. I don't think I went to any team talks at all, but I'd get to the pool and he'd just say, "Just get in the water, do what you do. These are the basics of what we need to do. You know how to play water polo, go out there and have fun." And he's always really put a lot of trust in all of his players, and I really like that kind of coaching. Just go in, do what you love, do what you're passionate about, you know what you're doing, have fun, basically. Yeah.
So, you retired after Rio 2016 and you had 2 kids, and then you also had breast cancer after that. Did you ever think that you'd actually be training with the Stingers, even though they called you up and everything? Was that ever a goal when you came back?
So asked my husband, I've said to him, this might be my last ever game I play of water polo. After 2016, I was quite bitter because we didn't do well, and I really forgot about that little girl that first started playing water polo that I played for my whole career, and it was really sad to finish the sport like that. And so, yeah, I had kids and I kind of played a little bit of water polo in the middle of 2022 season. I was diagnosed with breast cancer. I got told I may never swim again and I probably wouldn't play water polo again. Anyone who knows me knows that if you tell me I can't do something, I probably will. I always had that dream, I guess, and watching the girls play, the Stingers play, I thought that there could be a spot for me. So it was actually me that reached out to Beck and asked if I could be involved, and she gave me that opportunity to fight. I don't know what the outcome will be, but I've just done everything I possibly can, and I'm super proud of myself. And the thing I'm most happy about is that I found the love of the sport again, and it's so easy to forget about that love of the sport when you're competing at that level, because it is so hard, you're so tired, there's so much pressure. But for me to be able to find that passion and that love, with the Freo girls, with the Stingers girls, has been really special for me, and so whatever happens, I feel really at peace. Yeah.
And like you mentioned, it was just coming back and loving the sport. And even though you might not know if you're going to be playing with the Stingers yet, just, you've been in positions where you came third in big world champs before and the local Olympics before. It must be great to possibly be able to share all of your experience with them.
Yeah, it's been really good, and it's a really beautiful group of girls. I definitely still have that killer instinct. So I want to be at an Olympics because I want to fight. I love fighting. That's my favourite position to be in, and so I would love that opportunity. But like I said, whatever happens, happens. You can only give as good as you can give, and I feel like I've done everything I can. So I'm super proud, and the girls have been really receptive to listening to me and hearing my stories and what my journey's been about. It's good being able to come back in and having kind of, I guess, that hindsight of water polo, and that even though it is really the most special thing, there's also life outside of it. I get to, whatever happens, I've got a beautiful family, I've got 2 beautiful kids, I've got a great husband, so it's also really nice to have that perspective as well.
Yeah, just playing in front of your kids here as well, and do the sport you're
watching. Yeah, it's really nice. They've watched every game. I don't know if they've loved it, but they've been here. They've been here.
And just last, you mentioned just also before about sharing your experience with the Stingers, but you've also been able to go around to different schools and sharing your experience and your Olympic experience. What's that been like?
So Athletes Unleashed has been an amazing program. I probably got involved about 3 or 4 years ago, and I love sharing my story. I've got quite a different story. I've had lots of up and downs, I guess, in my journey, and so to be able to share that, inspire people and connect with kids, because, you know, going through school, you have hardships, you know, like parents divorcing or, you know, people being sick and stuff like that. It's hard being a kid and growing up, but for them to hear my story and see how, I guess, I used all those hard times to really motivate me and make me a better person and a better player, I think is really important. So to be able to do that and share that that's a message I want to send, you know, like lean on things to, I guess, turn that adversity into an opportunity rather than let it kind of weigh you down. So that's what I've always tried to do, and that's what I try and instill in the people that I go and speak to.